Hey now, how's life? Going live here shortly. Well, we're already live. You're actually gonna see my face here shortly. Man, I messed up. Let me turn it down. I messed up last week. I didn't even have my mic on. I didn't even hit record. That's how bad it was for me. So we gonna start over. Felt like I was out in the street. So this is
Guess what podcast?
gonna get started here shortly. Got our mic on. Yeah, we good there. Just gotta turn it up. All right, so y'all can enjoy the tunes. It's gonna ride. All right, all right, all right.
Guess what podcast? Guess what podcast?
What this is saying then is that just as you don't know how you manage to be
Guess what podcast?
What's up?
What's your other guess?
I didn't have my guest comes on the 7th. I was solo dolo today.
Oh,
So that's why you dressed up. You look nice.
I got a date.
Oh, that's what she said. That's what she said. That's that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, I go with that. We cool. You know, you on a hot mic?
That's fine.
Okay.
The world can know I got a date.
I'll just letting you know. And let me go ahead and get this out of the way. First off, I apologize. I need to apologize to you. All right. So let me do solo dolo. I need to apologize to you.
Okay.
All right.
I might accept it.
All right, you might accept. Okay, first off, you commented on it, but I didn't pick up on it. But my light was poor last week.
Oh.
Okay, so I apologize in that regard.
But I was glad because I wasn't ready for camera.
Oh, okay. So it worked out.
It worked out.
Okay, all right.
Glad I did my face today though, because all the lights are on.
Yeah, all lights are on. I didn't want to have no issues. I didn't want to have no issues. So yes, all lights are. You good? All lights are on. So I apologize for the lighting. All right, but that's the baby part.
Okay.
The big part was I didn't connect my mics to the platform. So that's why it sounded like we was yelling. Because it was just going through that little laptop stuff.
Oh, so they couldn't even hear us.
Yeah, but it actually gets worse. So let me okay, I'll forget now.
It didn't even record.
It did. But you know, I'm not a perfectionist and like that. But you know how when you know things aren't right,
You just can't put it out there.
but it was already out there because we was live with it.
Shoot.
And then I didn't even I got my my text chat overlays on now in case anybody comes, but ain't nobody gonna come because I didn't promote. But I didn't promote because I want to make sure I did it right. You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be like, yeah, everybody come, and then I fuck up again. So I was like, this is gonna be one of those recorded ones. I mean, don't get it twisted, we live, but I expect for persons to enjoy the recorded version of it because it's going to be actual real audio. Like I couldn't even link up my phone, but what threw me off was I had to go to the door. I could blame that on. So you can blame it on me. I didn't blame it on you. I just blamed it on the fact that I had to go to the door. No one had to know why I had to go to the door. Oh, okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. I mean,
in saying that,
I'm good. I was wondering why I hadn't seen the recording.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "Am I gonna get the link?" I said, "Well, I ain't got the link yet. Usually I get the link."
I know, right? I wasn't proud of that one. Let me be real.
We had some good conversations.
I know we really did.
So we got to figure something out because that needs to be released somehow.
I would agree. Now, don't get it twisted. It's out there and it's on YouTube and all that stuff. But I didn't like directly send it to you because I didn't want you to send it to your platform and your people, and then they'd be like, Doctor, what are we doing?
It would have been okay.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and hit it up. This is
Guess What Podcast.
This is the new version of the reversion.
Version of the reversion. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Of last week, but it's a new week.
Okay.
And we got even more to talk about because I went to Vegas.
Yes, you did.
Shit, I did.
And you was on vacation.
Boy, was I? I let loose a little bit.
Which you should.
But you know what? I also realized as I was setting up today, you know what we did not talk about?
What?
Which you're a best-selling author.
I am.
That's how you respond to it? Yeah, I am. Like, I mean, first version.
It's always been in me.
It's good. I like that. So it's a collection of stories, correct?
No.
What is it?
It's like a resource book.
Okay.
It's a
title.
Black Women's Healthopedia.
Women's Healthopedia.
So it's like an encyclopedia for Black women.
All right. And
health. I wrote the chapter on sex.
Okay.
Duh. And I wrote the chapter on menopause.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And then I also wanted to talk to you because I just came from my daughter's national honor society. Yeah, honor society ceremony. Thank you. Oh, for her. Congratulations for her.
You should be proud too.
I am. I got a comment about that. I'm going to get into that too.
You put in on that.
Oh. Yes, there's definitely something I want to mention about that. Yes, there's definitely something I want to mention about that. But yeah, we didn't talk about your book. 2, I was on vacation. 3, I lost my train of thought.
Who would it?
I had so much just in the past 3 days to catch up on that I forgot about. Has that ever happened?
Now you forgot about what you forgot about?
Yeah. No. I remember that I forgot.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, damn, I forgot. But what was it?
Oh.
Like you acknowledge
that you forgot.
I forgot. I fucked up.
That's okay. But I'm a regular this time.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're gonna see how long this lasts.
How does this go? Dr. Dorian's a regular. She back 2 weeks straight. There we go.
We're gonna see.
Well, you already told me I'm not gonna be a regular. I'll come sporadically
every week. Sporadically because I got other stuff going on. I'm trying to break through some things.
Break through.
But sporadically is better than what I was doing. It was just never. So I'll take sporadic.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now, you take sporadic. I'm glad you're here.
Okay.
Because we can talk about this.
Okay.
We can talk. I can talk about this with you. Because, I mean, quite frankly, I feel like you won't judge me. Given your background.
I don't judge much.
Okay, so check this out. I have 7 kids. I know, but wait, that's no big deal to me. This is the big deal. I have 7 kids. All right, by 5 different women. Cool.
Could be 7. So you did good.
Yeah.
It could be 7.
It could be. Mm-hmm. That again, not worried, not concerned. All right. This is what I wanted to address. Going back to the National Junior Honor Society. Mm-hmm. Okay. Summer Bell, and the rest of my kids are geniuses. Outright above and beyond their peers in their respective levels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, let me say 5 different women, but all of my children present and show the intellect that other persons have been like, these kids are just so far advanced.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Am I wrong?
Because that's your DNA.
What's the common denominator?
You're so silly.
What's the common denominator?
I mean, but are you a genius?
Now, I'm gonna be real with you.
I'll be honest. I don't know you like
Right,
that.
right. My IQ,
mm-hmm.
my IQ is ridiculous.
Okay.
My
so
IQ
they could have got it from you,
but I don't utilize it till its full potential.
Well, that's good. That means the next generation is better than the generation before.
Correct.
It should always be because they're utilizing it.
Oh, they definitely are. From my 22-year-old down to my fucking.
Your 22-year-old is your fucking twin. I was like, this kid looked like you definitely spit that one out like.
You know what? Neither him nor I really think so.
So now I've seen 5, I think, of your kids because there was 2 in that picture, and then I think I've seen 3 at an event.
Yes.
That's 5.
Oh, you saw all 5 then? Wait, no, no, because all 5 weren't there at that event. Did you come to the movie night? No, you didn't come.
No. Yeah. So I've seen 5.
At My Wellness,
total,
which is a good place. I'll give them a shout out. Support My Wellness.
I've seen 5 total. But that oldest one,
yeah.
Them other ones, I mean, they could be yours. They're for but that oldest one,
yeah,
that's your twin.
Really?
Like looks just like you. A little
Everybody
bit lighter.
said it.
A little
Everybody
bit lighter.
said, yeah. His mom was like,
but just like you.
Yeah.
He might not want to see, but that's your twin. I was like, oh, that's what he looked like when he was young.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's what it was.
It's definitely your twin.
That's what it was. And
so we're not on Facebook, so I don't have to share anything.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we there. We there.
Okay, cool.
You can.
Oh,
she's like, so I mean to come tell. Hey, Mr. Man, Mr. Date, check her out. Get her.
He knows I'm on her.
I know. Oh well, we know he know.
He knows what's going on. He might not be listening right
now.
No,
he ain't.
Not listening right now.
No.
He just texted me, so I know he's not listening. Okay, I gotta find it.
What you gotta find?
The thing, I gotta go find you.
No.
It's not on your page?
On my guess what? Or my page. Matter of fact.
You said I can't share it on Facebook. I can share it on Facebook.
Yeah, you can share anything and everything.
Oh, okay. I'm live right now. Click the link to be on the show.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Anybody want to come on? I got a link on my main page, Derek Warford. You can just hit that thing, and if you want you pop up on here, I'll let you on. I will let you on. Sure will. Matter of fact.
Oh man, I'm glad I looked at that because that wasn't even English. So what are we talking about tonight?
I just said it. Why can't
Vegas?
No,
the book,
my DNA and your book.
Oh, I mean, we talked about your DNA.
No, but the perspective, not the whole show. No, but the perspective. And
I feel like you're allowed to feel like that. I feel like that's a valid.
Would that be valid?
And did you procreate with smart women? I mean, you can be honest. No judgment.
All right, no judgment.
You should see what I procreated with. No judgment.
No judgment. I'll say this. Yes, like my wife, my ex-wife, highly intelligent. I'll give her that. My youngest kid, my newborn, highly intelligent woman. My oldest kid, his mom, highly skilled. She's resourceful. Okay. All right. Smart, but more resourceful than anything. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let's leave it right. Let's just leave it right there. Because this is on live. So okay. Right there.
It's just
nothing else we got to say.
Moving forward. Do you know this guy by the name of Kevin R. Samuels?
So let me say this. I know who he is. Who doesn't know who he is? I know of him. I
just found out about him last week.
Oh, wow. I know of him.
Yes.
I've listened to maybe like 2 or 3 clips. I don't do well. It's not some of the stuff that I've heard from him I agree with and some I don't. I just don't do well with small-minded people when they jump onto something and they make stupid comments about stuff. So they
Expound
take some of
on that
this,
for me.
like, so some of the stuff he says could be, some of it's legit, not a lot of. I don't agree with everything. Some of it's legit, but then what's wrong is you got really stupid people, really stupid people, and a majority of men. We'll talk about it. Really stupid men who aren't high quality. Who are trying to jump on the boat of being high quality, and to do that, they use some of his statements to make women feel bad about themselves, so they can tear women down, so then they can look high quality. So I don't listen to it because of his audience. It's the audience.
His audience is mostly women.
Well, everything I've heard commented from has been men, and I'm like,
you ready?
What are we about to say now?
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
You about to play a clip?
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Tell me what you think.
And I'm gonna tell you.
I know you are. Tell me what you think. We gonna go on mute and just let this ride. Hold on.
Correct. But men these days, it's difficult because they want their cake and eat it too.
It's always the man, huh?
It could be the woman too, but
no, we're talking about you. So if I talk to all your exes and ask them how did they experience you, what do you think they'd say?
They're going to give good stuff out. They're going to say I have a little attitude and my mouth is slick, but that's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah. They're going to say good stuff. I mean, as far as the bad stuff, but, they're going to say I'm independent.
Who gives a shit about, no disrespect, man. Who gives a shit that you're a functioning adult? Okay. Nobody cares that you've been holding it down. That means you're taking care of yourself. But you say, they're going to say, you got an attitude and a slick mouth, and that's it?
What woman doesn't have a slick mouth when escalated?
When escalated, but that's not what she said.
She just said, in general, she just got a slick mouth.
Yeah. There are women out there who are proud of their smart mouth, and they think it's okay that they talk back and talk slick to men, women, and other people. And that's not acceptable.
You do feel that way?
I do feel that way. I have a smart ass mouth.
I can tell. I can tell in your eyes right now how you explained it.
I have a smart mouth.
Yeah.
So I have a smart mouth. But okay. I had got caught up.
I know you're doing too much.
I am. Somebody sent me a wedding invitation. I'm trying to RSVP because the way my memory is set up, if I don't do it while I got it, I'm gonna miss the wedding. So, okay. So I have a smart mouth.
Camera ready?
And
camera ready?
Camera. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I have a smart mouth.
Yeah.
Anyone who's dealt with me will say that. Anyone in a relationship with me will say that.
Okay.
What I will say is, as I've matured and as I've gotten older, I've realized that my smart mouth is not acceptable.
Yeah.
And so there's times where I have to shut myself up. Like, that takes maturity on my part. And I have to find a way to be an adult and verbalize what I'm saying without being sarcastic, without being smart at the mouth, without talking down to a man. I had to learn how to do that.
Was there a trigger of sorts
to get me that way?
Yeah.
No, I just think, I don't know if it's just who I am. I come from a family of smart asses. So, and I also come from a family of quote unquote strong women. And they all speak out and up again. And I put it in quotation marks. Yeah,
what is that? They
all speak up and speak out against, up and speak out for themselves. And there's nothing wrong with speaking up for yourself.
Right.
But I do feel like within a relationship, I am real traditional when it comes to relationships, which is probably not expected because everyone thinks independent women are not traditional. I am traditional. I believe in gender roles. And I also believe that what I believe in ain't for everybody. But I do believe in gender roles. There's things, I just got checked on this week. There's things that men do and there's things that women do.
Right. I just got checked on this.
It was funny because he did something that men do. And then when it was time for me to do something, he was like, so let's go back to that conversation. And I was just like,
my dog, I like him already.
Right? I'm going to go do the gender role part. I'm going to go do my part. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to stop being smart now. But I do feel like with a good man,
yes,
with a real man, with a man who makes you feel safe and protected, in that safe place, you can allow him to be the man, and we women can be feminine and soft. And so sometimes we're not, because we're not in a position where we feel like we can be.
Okay.
But when we're in a position where we feel like I can be, most women will quote unquote submit. Most women want a man to be a man. We don't want to take on that role of superwoman. That is exhausting. It really is. And so as I realized that I wanted to not be superwoman all the time, and I wanted to be soft, I had to learn how to let a man be a man. There's times where I have to shut up, even if I'm right. There's times when I'm right, I just have to shut up and let him see he's wrong
and figure it out.
And then he'll come back to me and I'll be like,
so what? No, but you don't need to be like, I told you so.
No, I'm not a big I told you so fan.
You just said I know it.
I know it. I don't say that out loud. I just be in my head like I know.
What's that Friday line? When you walk away, I'm gonna talk again.
Exactly. I had to learn that you can't talk to a man any kind of way. Because at the end of the day, and this is just real talk, men are a lot softer than women. They don't want to hear that, but men are a lot softer and more fragile than women.
Where the hell you get that from?
Yes, you are.
Where you get that from?
Oh, because your ego is just so fragile. So
the ego's fragile. I'll go with that.
So when we say something, you guys can get so offended and so hurt so quick. And for us, somebody say that to us, and we be like, okay, whatever. And we just keep moving on. Y'all done sent and went home and sat down with it and pondered over it. And you're sensitive, but you don't. That's not being sensitive. No. It is. It is sensitive, but you don't see it as sensitive because you guys can't be sensitive. But it's sensitive. That's not sensitive. It is. It is. When any little thing bothers, when anything can bother you that wouldn't bother anybody else, you're being sensitive to that issue. You're being sensitive to an issue.
Okay. I like how you put that.
So now that I said it like that, you can agree to it.
Yeah, I agree to that.
Sensitive to that
issue. But I'm not sensitive. But you can't call me sensitive. I may be like.
So most men are a lot more, and that's why I say we've gotten so caught up in the way that society has told us to be men and women that we see it as it's not a bad thing that men are sensitive. That's a part of who they are. They have hard sides and soft sides. We just have to be women. We should be sensitive to that sensitive side as well.
You should be sensitive to the sensitive side?
Yeah, meaning we should recognize that can happen. Like you shouldn't just say anything, and they should be the same way with us. They can't just be talking to us reckless and then we don't talk to them reckless. It's just it's mutual respect, but I don't say any kind of thing. I don't bruise men's ego.
Okay.
I don't do that because
ever?
No. If I've ever bruised a man's ego, it was when I was real young. And he said something real. I'm like, you know what? Okay, here.
I'm gonna tell you about yourself.
I'm not just gonna tell you about yourself. I'm gonna end you right now. This is it. Finish him. That's what that is. I don't do finish hims anymore. I don't finish them. I just take it to my journal because I could. I have the mouth. I have my words they're swords, and I go straight for the jugular or straight for the balls.
See,
so I don't do that anymore. And it's a part of growing up and knowing yourself. And I'm like that, not just with men. I'm like that. I can be like that with women too. Oh, baby, I can let them have it too.
Why?
It's just who I can be.
You can just do that.
I can just go there. I can just, and it's some of it is like a part of a defense mechanism, how I defend myself, and some of it's defense mechanism, and some of it is nope, I'm not saying that. This will be the part where he tunes in tonight at dinner. He'll be like,
so.
A part of it is I can have asshole tendencies.
Asshole tendencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've grown to recognize. See, people don't want to acknowledge what are quote unquote flaws. I'm really good at talking about the bad parts of me, and I have that in me.
How do you? Okay, I consider that acceptance and acknowledgement, right? That's that acceptance and acknowledgement phase. Okay. Once you get in that acceptance and acknowledgement phase, what's the next phase for you?
The next phase for me is learning how to live with it, but it not being a flaw. So learning how to live with it and knowing how to control it. So
stabilize, monitor, keep it in check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's there.
But you don't try to completely rid of it.
I am who I am. And I have toxic
so you have
traits,
to embrace it, right?
I am who I am. I find out why I do what I do. And then I try not to get triggered because the triggers will bring it up real quick. I can get triggered and I done cut your whole life and called you XYZ. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I try not to get triggered. I recognize my triggers. I work through that stuff. So then this is just a part of who I am, but I don't let that part overshadow who I really am.
Okay.
But it's still a part of who I am.
It's a piece of you. And once you get,
and if you push me, I have this t-shirt. I just bought this t-shirt. It was like, I'm holy in hood. Pray with me, but don't play with me. Like that's exactly who I like am. That.
I like that.
Don't play with me.
Pray with me, don't play with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I've grown as a professional,
Yes.
and that's a whole nother part. As a doctor,
Yes.
I can't be out here cussing people out. I can't be out here telling people about themselves. I can't be petty.
See, I disagree.
I can't, but let me tell you, I can't do that because unfortunately, there's a little bit of a reputation to maintain, a little bit of professionalism if I want to get business, especially because I'm new in my business.
Yeah.
Now, give me 10 years when I'm established. I can't be ugly. I can't be ugly, but I can probably be a little bit more myself. But just like I was in a recent situation.
Yeah.
That
required.
I
love how you put your word. You are really conscious. Let me be selective on what I'm saying.
The me.
Yes.
The me initially.
Yes.
Wanted to tell her mama, her daddy, her kids, and everybody else about themselves, where they can go, how they can sit it, and how they can. Right. That's what I wanted to do.
That's what you wanted to do.
But the new me.
Okay.
Told that part of me, Dorian, that part.
Chill.
Just be quiet.
Yeah.
And I didn't say anything. I did say one general something.
Yeah.
If you were on my Facebook, you saw it because I made a post. And in the beginning of the post, I said, this is my petty sub post for the quarter.
Yes.
I made a post. But that was very well written.
We discussed that last week.
It was very well written, very respectful. It was. And so
it was very asshole-ish too. It's funny that you say that because when I read it, I was like, damn, that's an asshole move.
it was enough. You have to give them just enough to know, like, don't keep pushing.
Right.
But just enough to know, like, I'm classy still.
Okay.
And so I've learned how to do both. But I can tell you, and I have a child now.
Yeah.
And he hasn't learned how to do both.
Okay.
Nope. He's an asshole.
Is he?
Yep.
With the birthday thing, did y'all really do that? Well, you clearly really did.
I really did. That's so happy birthday.
You clearly did.
His birthday is
Wait, for my
25th.
listeners, my watchers, the people who hadn't seen it, Dr. Dory had a post. Oh man, most classic thing ever. She stated that her son asked after picking him up after school one day, "Hey, can my birthday be today when we go out to eat?" And she said, "Yes, baby." And the next thing you know, there's a post of them chilling. Where was y'all at? What restaurant?
We were at Rodizio Grill, the Brazilian steakhouse.
Getting sung to and getting a little cake.
He got a happy birthday, everything. And he's sitting there just smiling.
Right.
Like, yeah. My birthday. My birthday. So, like, I post regularly the stuff he says and does. Like, the last week, it was Spirit Week, and they had a day where it was Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
And he was like, everybody's going to participate in Freaky Friday. Because Thursday was Pirate Thursday, and everybody didn't participate. He was like, everybody will participate tomorrow, though, Mom. It's Freaky Friday. We dress weird, mismatched. You look real weird, real ugly. So he's like, so I got to get up early so I can get ready, so I can get weird and ugly and funky. And he was like, some of them students, it ain't going to take that much work.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. And he was so for real.
He was serious about it, too. That was an undercut underbelly.
He's always been like that. I mean, as a child, he's always been so matter of fact.
Yeah.
And so smart. And sometimes he's not intentionally, as he gets older, some of it's intentional.
Yeah.
But when he was younger, he wasn't intentionally being an asshole. But it just somehow you like, son, you can't say that.
That's
People
not
like, oh.
Really?
And he was real smart. I remember one time he was like 2, and my grandma was like, if you don't do this, I'm going to spank your tail. I'm going to bleach your tail. And he was like, well, I'm not an animal, so I don't have a tail. And that would come off as being smart mouth, right?
But it's just logical for him. It's just like, hey,
for him, he was just being
don't you mean butt? Because tail.
Yeah, I don't have a tail.
Right.
He wouldn't even say, don't you mean butt? He was just checking her like, I don't have a tail. What you going to do? But he wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Like, he's that kid. I'm trying to teach him now how to balance it, because I understand it, because I was that kid. I was that kid. I was a bad kid. Cool. I was cussing teachers out. I was that kid. That's why I was like, I've learned how to.
You was cussing. Dr. Dorian was cussing teachers out?
Yeah. I said I'm holy and hood.
Pray with me. Don't play with me.
I mean, if I ever had a time to tell my story, I've been expelled from school. I was expelled from high school.
Have you ever been expelled?
What's that mean? I don't know what that means.
I got a story for you.
Yeah, I got expelled from school. I had to finish up on online school in high school.
Really?
I got kicked out of undergrad 4 times, 4 semesters in a row. Academic dismissed 4 times.
Oh, I got you. So, I
tell people, like, I have a story. I've been to jail twice.
What? How was your first lockup?
Cool. I read the Bible.
How old were you?
Spades. 18.
Oh, really? Okay,
Mhm.
mine
Fresh
was.
18. I wasn't even 6 months yet.
Believe it or not, mine. I didn't actually go to like jail until like late 30s.
Oh.
Well, early 30s. Excuse me, because I'm late 30s now. Early 30s.
Yeah, I didn't serve no time though. Like I want y'all to hear.
Oh, I
this.
didn't go to jail. I went in the holding tank, but that like.
Oh no, I went to population, but I was out the next day. I got 3 meals. I ain't eat them.
Man,
I got 3 meals. I ain't eat them.
I have a heart condition, so when they tried to take me in, and they took my blood pressure, they said, "Oh, he can't go here." Yeah, and then I looked at the officer like, "Where I'm gonna go now? You gotta let me go now, right?" He's like, "No, we went to the hospital, and they kept me in the hospital until the morning, until like it was my heart, blood pressure, whatever, go down." Didn't work. I was trying to tell them it's not gonna work. So basically, I stayed in the hospital
under arrest,
and it was the funniest thing because everybody was all cool. It's like, "Oh, you know what happened to you? What happened to you?" Until
when you try to move your hand,
when I move the hand, they see the handcuff. They completely changed.
Every time.
Now, to let you know what expelled is, and then we'll go into my questions, my notes I took. But to let you know what expelled is when like when you get expelled, but you're expelled. I mean, we're pulling you not just from this university, but you can't go to no other university for the next year. You've been black. You've been blackballed. You've been blackballed.
I got back in.
Now think about that.
I got back in every time. It was just my GPA was so low. No matter how good I did, I couldn't get to back to the 2.0.
Hey, and look at where we are now. You a doctor, and I got 2 businesses that are super successful.
Graduated magna cum laude.
And look at you. My sister did that.
I've never been stupid.
Right.
So it wasn't that I was stupid. It was just that I like to sleep, so I didn't go to my 8 o'clock classes because I was asleep. I was depressed, so I wasn't doing my schoolwork.
Never lacked confidence, just motivation.
And I partied. I mean, and that's
what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Those are the 3 things that kept me until I learned that I couldn't play with college. It was getting expensive.
I'm not bragging when I say this, but this is truth and this is facts, and this is in my book, Develop Your MVP. Whoever wants to go get it, but available on Amazon.com. Anyway, I in one semester took 52 credit hours.
Why? You had to catch up that bad?
I had to catch up. But now check this. At the end of the semester, I got all them boys.
You passed.
I got all them boys. Everybody looked at me like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't you just do this the previous 2 years while you was here? I was like,
one semester.
No, I was like, look, like, because I didn't need to. like I was trying to tell y'all.
52. That's
52. I was literally in class from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Like for real. This like I got the story in my book. Like this is for real. When I became ineligible and they wanted to kick me out of school and they said you had to do this, I had to get 52 hours in one credit in one semester. Coach Kapilovic and all my people, they know that every bit of happened. Every bit of happened. So my 2 questions for you, because you said something that was real strong, and I'll let you get to your date.
Okay, I got time. Not a lot of time, but I got time.
Fake high quality men.
Oh, wow, we need to do a show. That's the segment.
That's the segment.
So, and what's so funny is one thing that I have been
Can you define high quality and then define fake?
I don't really know. I can't, because that's not some shit I made up. That's this Kevin Samuels generation that they doing this. This is high quality thing. Apparently, it's a man who has a lot going for him. Mm-hmm. He makes a lot of money. He's in the top, apparently he makes more than $100,000 a year, top figures, top performers.
100,000, 6 figures is 10%.
Yeah. So it's more than that.
So let's go 5%.
I don't know. Some of them men, those are high quality men. They've got businesses or steady jobs, investments. They've got their shit together. Right. Those are high quality men. Right. And so when they speak, all these men who are running and taking Kevin Samuel's advice, and this is what you should do as a woman and how you should act, they're not high quality men. They're not high quality men. And for me as a woman, the money, I would lie if I said the money wasn't important, because the money is important. But it's not just money too. I've got to be able to, you've got to be responsible. I've got to be able to get along with you. You have to be respectful. I have to be respectful. There's just so much more. Yeah. And men tend to get in this mindset that I'm a high quality man, so I can treat you any kind of way.
Yeah.
And that's gonna fly. And then when you don't allow that to happen, now they're like, oh, you just this independent woman, you got a smart mouth and da da da. No, I don't. You just been disrespectful.
Right.
And I've placed a boundary on you and you don't like that. So since I placed a boundary on you, now I'm just one of those smart mouthed women. And that's not the case. I just placed a boundary on you.
Okay.
I'm not a smart mouthed woman. I am a smart mouthed woman. But I wasn't being smart mouthed to be disrespectful at that time. There's boundaries. No matter what, even in my relationship now, I still have boundaries. There's things you have to respect for me and I respect for you, but I'm never disrespectful to you intentionally. And that's something that I've been dealing with in my current situationship.
Really?
Is learning how to not be.
You keep giving me these terms. I'm going to keep asking.
Not be disrespectful. Even I'm never disrespectful intentionally, but how to fix my unintentional disrespect. And it's got a lot to do with I've been dating weak men most of my life. So now that I'm not with the weak one, it kind of just takes some getting used to.
What constitutes weak and strong?
This is one of the first men that I've dated that doesn't need me. Doesn't need me. I've always been with men who needed me in some way.
Expound on that.
Whether it was they needed me to help them take care of them financially, they couldn't get through a week. They usually is financially. These men out here, especially Arizona, is known for hobosexuals. Run, women, run. They
known for who?
Hobosexuals.
Hobo?
Yeah, somebody need a house, a meal, a car, a ride. They don't got nothing on their own.
Damn.
So I've always dealt with men who needed me, even if they had money because they got it. They in the streets and stuff like that. Right. I date those.
Do you date those? Yeah. You date them street ones?
I just told you my background. So I don't know why you thought. So even when I've dated those,
even while you was a doctor,
but they still needed they still needed something from me. And it almost became a mother-son relationship. Because you're taking care of them now and it's a burden instead of it being pleasurable. This is the first time I've been with somebody who even if they had questions or they needed something, they were smart enough to look it up on their own. Right. Even if they would ask for my help, they'd be like, okay, cool, I got this. Or I'm like, oh, you need a few? No, I don't. I got this. When I need something, they offer to me before I have a chance to even be like, oh, so I'm in a place where I don't really have anything to give.
Right.
In the more in the financial sense, emotionally, I have a lot to give, and there's some other things I can give. But as far as money and running businesses, I have some insight and I've got connections that I can help with. But it's not. If I wasn't there, they would still survive and they would still make the moves that they're making right now. Okay. And I've never been with somebody who would make the moves that they're making while we're together alone. Everybody I've been with, when we break up, the moves are done because I was the move. I'm not the move right now. I'm just the support. I'm actually in my place.
Got you. And you look like you happy to be there.
Yeah. Love it.
She said shit.
Love it.
Okay. So who has it worse? Superwoman or Superman with those complexes? Because you spoke about I don't want to be Superwoman.
I think Superwoman has it worse.
Ooh.
I think we have it worse. Because it gets to the point that even when we don't want to be the Superwoman, it's expected for us to be that. We don't have a choice. We can't ever not be a Superwoman, because if we don't step into that role of Superwoman, a lot of the times we wouldn't be able to survive because we don't have the support. We don't have the protection. We don't have anyone who has our back like that if we're not in our role as Superwoman.
Okay.
And I'm speaking specifically for the Black women. I can't speak for any other race of women because I don't have the skin of every race of woman, and then I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay. So I'm speaking for Black men.
Okay.
Or because I'm a Black man.
Right.
All right. For my perspective on it is we're always looked at as we're supposed to be Superman. Mm-hmm. And then no matter how many capes we put on or times we save, the one time we don't, oh, you old soft ass, bitch ass, gay ass, whatever it may be. It's like, what? Wait, what?
And I feel like, and I understand that point. I definitely feel that point. And I feel like the Black man in particular is not always supported and doesn't get the love that they need.
Okay.
Because I feel like we put that whole tough man, the whole thing, like I told you, you're scared to be sensitive.
Yeah.
Where in other races, you see men who are...
Something's playing, I hear it. You hear it?
I hear it too. I've been hearing it for a while.
I'm trying to figure out where's that coming from.
I keep turning my phone off. I'm not connected to anything.
Me neither.
But anyway,
Go ahead.
I do feel like that. I feel like you guys don't have a safe place because some women won't allow you to show your softer side.
Yeah.
Because then, like you said, it's like, man up. And you're like, what am I doing? Why can't I not? Why do I have to man up? So I feel that. I see that. I see that. And I think we both have it bad. And I think if we would just have honest conversations with each other, we both could balance each other out and we could just rest and be at peace.
I can get that.
But it's hard to have those honest conversations because being vulnerable has proven to us to be dangerous. And so now we can't be vulnerable with each other.
Expound on the dangerous part.
Because sometimes when you open up, people throw that back in your face. People use it against you. We weaponize it. And it's just even if you grew up in the streets, once you show your soft side, that's your weakness. That's how they get you. That's how they take you out.
That's true. That's true. I want to stay right there because I did have an experience, and I'll just talk about this. In my marriage, I was going through a dark period, dark time as an individual. All right. Yeah, that's really bothering me. I'm gonna have to figure that out. See, it's always some shit.
There's no music playing on any tab.
It's nothing on any tab.
Because it's turned. I'm feeling turned up in my ear. But
I know
it's been going for about 10-15 minutes now.
Has it?
Yeah.
Where the?
That's why you kept seeing me.
Like I'm looking on my board. It's nothing.
Did it stop? It might have been my phone. Did it stop?
Yes.
It was my phone.
I tried to tell you. I was
but
like,
I kept turning it off. I kept hearing it forever. I've been hearing it longer.
I tried to tell you that was really. I was like, man, I know I'm not crazy, but like you said, the turn up. Yeah, I was over here like, why am I feeling like doing? Like I was like, why?
It was my job. I've been giving y'all the back. This microphone's powerful.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I've been sitting here like for the last like 10-15 minutes. You've been talking. I've been sitting here like,
what the fuck?
Where's this music coming from? Oh, where is it coming from?
It was bothering me. I was like, man, I couldn't even like get my thought together. I don't know. I was in a real dark place with my ex-wife now, but wife at that time. And so I had a conversation with her. I had this conversation with her. I then say, you know what? It's not working. Let me go get some professional help. I go to a therapist. I have these conversations with the therapist, whatever. I come back and let her know that, hey, I did visit with one, right? Let's say a week, 2 weeks later, whatever. Our very next argument had nothing to do with anything. What did she attack?
You going to a therapist? You weak. You can't even get your emotions together. You got to go to therapy.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like, you know, ain't no love lost, love to death. We're separated, ex, whatever. It is what it is. But like,
that's that not having that support. That's not having a safe place.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, like. But I have so many experiences like that, even before my wife in relationship.
But that's because you got two broken people who don't know how to heal, who don't know how to express themselves, who don't know how to feel emotions. Who she needed the same help you did, but didn't know how to do it. So she looks at you as being weak. I mean, that's the problem. Like that's where we are. We just have two broken people.
What is it going to take for persons to be, listen to the word, authentic? And I'm talking about it in a relationship.
I know what you're talking about.
My bad.
No. I wasn't trying
to. I know.
That time I really wasn't trying to be smart. I was just like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know. I think for two people, I think it takes you two people who want to be authentic. So when you have two people who desire something different, if people don't desire something better, then they really aren't going to make no changes. So when you have two people who desire something different and two people who are willing to create that safe place for something.
Yeah.
I talk about safety a lot because it really makes a difference.
Yeah.
Like when you know you're in a place where no matter what I say, I can say it and this isn't going to come back against me. This is not going to haunt me. You're not going to hurt me using this. I can just be me without any judgment. Then you tend to be more comfortable being yourself. And so even like when you're getting to know a person, you don't tell them everything right away because you're not safe with them yet. You're not comfortable with them.
Right.
As you guys date and you become further and further, more connected, you start sharing more and more and more. and more. And hopefully, eventually, you get to the place where you can just be your raw, authentic self.
Right.
And that's where the capes can come off. And that's where we want to get to, is where the capes can come off, both the men and women, because you get tired of being strong. You get both. There's days where I just can't do it. I need to sit down, and it's good to have somebody who's like, okay, I got this for you right now. Right. And there's days when they can't do it, and then they need that. Men need women who are like, I got you. And there's women out there, like, even because I feel like nowadays I see this a lot, and I get so tired of like going on Facebook and talking about relationships, because there's so much hate versus men versus women hate. It's like, well, why we just be single then? Nobody, women date women.
I mean, technically that's what they're doing now.
Because everyone hates the other sex, and it's disgusting. When there is a good amount of people, it's not, the minority is always louder than the majority. The minority makes more noise, always. So the minority is making it seem like there's no good men out there, there's no good women out there, and that's definitely not the case. There's so many good men and so many good women, but usually we too busy being good and doing stuff that we ain't on Facebook.
That's true.
We ain't got time.
We ain't got time. Now,
we ain't got time.
My question, and this can be the closing question because it's 7:50. Oh. I saw this post, and really, I just want you to expound on it. It's a man standing in the middle of the road. He has 3 directions to go. All right. Mm-hmm. The top of the post is dating after 35. Okay.
What are the 3 ways?
I'm about to tell you. All right. Stepdad, single, low value women. So single, you go straight. Take to the left, you're going to be a stepdad, or if you go right, you're going to have to deal with low value women. My question is, do you agree with that?
Well, so, no. They'll see that I'm still talking on the podcast, and they'll hang up and know that I'm going to call right back.
Okay.
So, when I see the 3 roads, I don't see stepdad as being a downfall.
Okay.
Depends on who the mom is. That part. I don't see stepdad as being a bad thing. I don't feel like that's your only options either. But because there are single women. No, I know women my age.
There may be single women, but they're not. There's very few that are kidless.
I have my inner squad.
And don't get me wrong. I got 7, so I don't have no issue with kids. But I'm just saying.
My squad.
Yeah.
I'm the only one with a child out of my immediate best friends. The only one.
Immediate best friends?
Yeah. I'm the only one with a kid.
They local?
Not now, because I moved. But we were all local together. And I moved, but they were just here last weekend. Though none of them have kids. You didn't call me. You was in Vegas, and you got 7. And I'm gonna be honest, they not going down that road.
Hey, you know what? It's cool. No, I knew that. I knew that after 4. I knew that after 4. At that point,
it's just you making them because you can now, right?
I knew that. I knew that after 4, and then really after 3, I was just like, any woman that's trying to be with me now, like.
They just want me.
It's only for 2. It can only be for 2 reasons.
Money and sex.
Like that's it. Like that is it. Like I'm being real, and I know that. And quite frankly, I carry my life like that now. Like I'm talking about my personal life with women. Like I really don't even entertain it. I know right now, given everything that comes with me, and it's not baggage, but everything that comes with me, I know this. It's only that's it. That's it. Like there's nothing else that you can really even engage with me on.
Yeah, I don't like that post because I don't feel like that's the only options, and I don't feel like being a stepdad is a bad thing.
I like that.
Because I have a kid, and being with me is going to be going to upgrade your life. So there's that. But there are stepdad situations that are bad, but there's stepmom situations. I was in a relationship, and I was in a stepmom situation that was from hell. Really? I will never go back to that situation. I'm not going to talk bad about it because that person may listen to this podcast one day. Yeah. But I've expressed to that person how I felt about that damn stepchild situation. I'll never go back. And it made it hard for me to date who I'm dating now because they have kids. I'm like, listen, I'm nobody's stepmom because I was so hurt and so damaged from that. But everything. You just have to take every encounter with a person as a new experience and not try to, use your experiences as like wisdom and a little filter, but don't cut off everybody based off of one experience. Like don't bring, I can't let what happened to me affect what I'm doing now. Because if that's the case, I'm gonna be single. I might as well take that single road.
Right.
You have to compromise. And after 35, you really do have to compromise. You have to find a compromise. But there are good women who have kids. There are good men who have kids. There are good men who don't have kids, and there are good women who don't have kids. You just have to figure out what you deal with, and just be okay with accepting what you're not going to accept. I have a friend who she doesn't have any kids, and she doesn't want anyone with kids. And she's willing to accept that. And she's willing to accept that she might not have as many options. As long as that's what you're willing to accept, that's you.
Right.
I didn't really mind kids. Like I said, I just had a bad experience. I didn't really mind kids. Because I have one.
Right.
My kid don't want no kids though.
He said, I'm
after that last one, he's done.
I'm done.
He was like, no, because if they're like that, this is not gonna work. But gotcha. I don't think that's the only option. I just think we have so many other options.
What? I can't ask you another question. My time is up.
I know.
So, so this has been Guess What Podcast. Oh, real quick, Dr. Dorian, I know you got to go. You can go. Thank you. And we'll definitely have you back. When?
You haven't told me yet.
Well, I mean, you got so much going on.
So next Thursday would be the last Thursday I can come for, because the following Thursday I'm having a medical procedure, so I wouldn't be able to be here on the 14th.
Okay.
But I can come maybe on the 7th.
All right, that'll be interesting because I'll have some. I'll have a guest in here, Miss Chantel Camancio.
You said that like I was gonna be like,
yeah, I know, right? No. I think I said her last name wrong. I apologize. But Miss Chantel, she's coming in with her friend. They run the real estate game. They're doing very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I already got a line of questions for them. Then we got on October 14th, we got Miss Kiki coming in with bedroom candies and the sex toys.
And I'm gonna be. Oh, that's when I should be here.
And the conversation about polyamorous lifestyle. Uh-oh.
I wish I could be here. I wish I could be here. That's gonna be a good conversation.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good conversation. So,
because I have some very interesting thoughts about that. Because, yeah,
all right.
Because Phoenix open your eyes to some things. Some of y'all not poly for real. Y'all just horny and can't find one person, and you're nasty because you don't really do it right. But I'm not one to judge.
Right. You ain't hearing from me. I love Miss Jenkins.
As for me in my house, though,
yeah,
I wish a nigga would.
Right.
But that's just me.
That's just
me.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Miss Dr. Dorian gotta go. We out this thing.
I want to talk about this first.
I can heal myself. It's so cool.
What? Did you? What? Bing? Shut up. Zia Wellness Podcast. Guess what? I'm not a rapper, nor a DJ, nor a producer, but we gonna get it. You know what I'm talking about? Yo. So welcome to Zia Wellness Guess What Podcast.